Dear students, welcome to today's SST class. We have been going through lesson number 5, equatorial regions. So, we shall continue the lesson. Today we shall see natural vegetation. The high temperature and heavy rainfall produce luxuriant vegetation in these areas. The equatorial forests are the largest evergreen forests in the world. The name evergreen is given because the trees never shed their leaves at the same time. The most remarkable feature of the equatorial forest is the great variety of trees, found densely in several layers, and the lowest layer is the forest floor, the layer above it is the shrub layer, the third layer, which is known as the understory, comprises ferns, orchids, creepers and grass. The creepers and vines climb the tall trees to reach the sunlight due to the thick canopy. Equatorial forests are not so much important because they are dense, the ground is wet and swampy, construction of road is almost impossible and transport is difficult. Now let's see wildlife, that is animal life. Like vegetation, animal life in the equatorial region is found in abundance and in great variety. The equatorial forest is a natural habitat for gorillas, chimpanzees, alligators, monkeys, elephants, rhinoceros, hippopotamus, flying foxes, etc. Colorful birds like toucans, hummingbirds, parrots, etc. are found in this forest. Many of the animals in this forest actually live on trees. Variety of insects are found. Many of these are disease-carrying type. The famous anaconda snake is found in the Amazon basin in South America. Now let's quickly look about the human life. Equatorial region are the most thinly populated parts of the world. Some tribes are found in this dense forest. Life is very tough for these tribes. Malaria and sleeping sickness are common diseases in the regions. The Simangs of Malaysia and Pygmies of Congo are the most well-known people of these regions. Pygmies are unusual as they are very short in height. Some other tribals are the Dayaks of Borneo, Bantus of Congo, Kobos of Sumatra, and the Amazon Indians form the farming communities. Shifting agriculture is practiced by most of them. The main crops of this region are cassava, yams, maize, banana, etc. Most of the farming work is done by women. Men do hunting and fishing jobs. After 2 or 3 years, when the fertility of the soil is depleted, the natives move on to a new area, usually nearby. Europeans exploited these areas and established many large plantations. The agriculture plantations has been widely used in Indonesia, Malaysia, West Africa and Central America. The crops such as tea, coffee, rubber and cocoa are grown on a large scale in these plantations. The dense vegetation of these regions has made mining very difficult, but in some areas mining is carried on a large scale, for example copper, diamonds and gold. The major commercial centers are Jakarta, Java, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Accra, Kisangani and Kinshasa. So in this way, my dear students, we have completed lesson number 5. Once again, go to the chapter, listen to this audio and try to understand. Okay, I will give you the written note of the question answer. Thank you.